Welcome back everyone to Data Science for Everyone. Today we're going to be looking at
Arguments in support of restricting imports. Arguments that are in support of restricting imports are infant industry argument, anti-dumping argument, environmental protection argument, unsafe consumer products argument, national interest argument. First, the infant industry argument blocks imports for a limited time to give an infant industry time to mature before it starts competing on equal terms in the global economy. The anti-dumping argument. Dumping is the selling of goods below their cost of production. Anti-dumping laws block imports that are sold below the cost of production by imposing tariffs that increase the price of these imports to reflect their costs of production. Dumping is not allowed under World Trade Organization rules. Why would foreign firms export a product at less than it costs to produce, presumably taking a loss? One is the innocent explanation. Demand and supply set market prices, not the cost of production. The sinister explanation is dumping is part of a long-term strategy to drive out domestic competition and raise prices. This is called predatory pricing. The environmental protection argument. The race to the bottom is when production locates in countries with the lowest environmental standards, putting pressure on all countries to reduce their environmental standards. This does not seem to describe reality, though. Generally, other factors determine the location for much more important companies than trying to skimp on environmental standards. Alternatively, the threat of blocking international trade can pressure low-income countries for higher environmental standards. The unsafe consumer products argument. An argument for shutting out certain imported products is that they are unsafe for consumers. For imported products, the World Trade Organization says countries can set their own safety standards. Regulations must be based on science, and they should not arbitrarily or unjustifiably discriminate between countries where identical or similar conditions prevail. Some examples of this is in 2007, Mattel recalled nearly 2 million toys imported from China due to concerns of high levels of lead in the paint. Similarly, in 2013, Japan blocked imports from the United States wheat because of concerns of genetically modified wheat that might be included in the shipments. The national interest argument. The national interest argument is the argument that there are compelling national interests against depending on key imports from other nations. For example, oil, special materials or technologies that might have national security implications. Now, this argument for protectionism is often weak. For example, the most reasonable strategies for the U.S. to protect from a cutoff of foreign oil. Import 100% of petroleum supply now and save domestic oil resources for whenever or if the foreign supply is cut off. We also discourage the use of raising taxes on oil and start high-powered programs to seek out alternative oil. Economists often treat the national security interest argument skeptically, since lobbyists and politicians can tout almost any product as vital to national security.
If you guys like this video, please make sure to comment, subscribe, and hit that like button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.